The Port of Liverpool is one of the largest in the UK. Over 31 million tonnes of cargo travels through the port every year, covering new products to scrap metals, cars to containers, bulk liquids and products to keep Britain running. Modern shipping is a highly automated industry, but each ship still requires a crew to maintain the necessary navigation, logistics and engineering involved, and a crew needs supporting with catering and welfare. A typical ship's crew coming into Liverpool might have anything from half a dozen to over 50 seafarers, very often with mixed nationalities. The modern seafaring community visiting Liverpool is made up of men and women from the Philippines, Russia, numerous Eastern European countries, China, various African countries and elsewhere. That means there is a constantly changing multicultural community always present right here in Liverpool. Jesus told his followers to go into all the world and make disciples of all nations. Here in Liverpool, the nations come to us. That's where the Maritime Christian Ministries come in.
Maritime Christian Ministries was established in 1998 with a view of taking the gospel to seafarers that come into the port of Liverpool. The work had been going on 50 years previous to this, but it was in that year that we established MCM. Our mission is simple and we reflect the core values as our charity, which is to provide spiritual and practical care for the seafarers that visit our port. Spiritual and practical care actually covers many areas of the work. We have discipleship, the care of the seafarers, and to do that we've employed David Robertson as our full-time chaplain who visits the ships and ensures these ministries are carried out on a regular basis.
Dave Robertson has been employed as port chaplain at MCM since 2003 and spends most days boarding ships, spending time with crews and spreading the good news about Jesus. Dave has Bibles and tracts in over 40 languages and freely distributes them to seafarers he meets on board.
Most of the seafarers that I meet when I visit the ships can speak pretty good English, but occasionally there are men that can hardly speak any English at all. So it's always good to have a good selection of Christian literature in their own language and made available to them. Some of these guys work very long hours and their contracts can be anything up to 9 months at a time. Time at sea can be at times lonely and sometimes boring, so to have something to read like a Bible or other Christian literature is really advantageous. If a ship is in port for an extended period of time, I'll often take the opportunity to invite some of the seafarers to our home, where with my wife we offer hospitality. But if I get a chance, I'll invite them to our home group and also invite them to go to church on Sunday if they are able to attend. It's encouraging for us, and as you can see, it's helpful for them as well. Being away at sea is really hard, so part of what we try to do is to make life easier for the seafarers when they come into port. You know, it's often the simple things that really matter, like a woolly hat, or the Christmas parcels we take on board. But important items like mobile phone SIMs, so they can phone home, or use the internet to contact their family, are very important also.
We don't work in isolation, but we come alongside individuals and like-minded organisations who we support and they support us as we endeavour to share with the seafarers in our ministries. The Port of Liverpool is growing and expanding all the time, which means the number of seafarers that are coming to the area is increasing also. We continue to support David in his work, but we're also conscious that in a few years' time David will be retiring. We want to ensure a smooth transition to anybody else who will come into the work, and so that is a matter of prayer as we consider who will take the work on in the future. All our income that supports the mission comes from churches and individuals, and we love to have other churches supporting us in this way as we expand and grow the work within the city and further afield. That said, we value your prayer support more than anything else, and I guess there are three areas that we're most concerned about. Firstly, Dave and the transition to somebody else who will take on the work. Secondly, that the finances would remain strong. But thirdly and not least, that we would have strong spiritual fruit that will come from the work and its growth. At the heart of all we do is the gospel message and a gospel compassion as we share with the community of seafarers. We do have the world in one city on our very doorstep here in Liverpool. Seafarers coming from every corner of the globe into our port, and we can share with them the good news of Jesus, praying that they will take that news back to their homes, their families and their communities in another part of the world. Do join with us as we seek to share this exciting news with those who come to us.